Good morning, students of class 10. You are welcome back to the E-classes now. Well, to history now, the rise of nationalism in Europe. We have reached 3.3. We are on the second half of this point, subtitle 1848, the revolution of the liberals. The liberals were the educated middle class and taking the advantage of the growing disturbance, uprising, or having lot of various political parties in various German speaking people, those regions. There were a number of political parties in the German speaking regions. So among them, the liberals. Now what they did now? They tried to unite the German speaking principalities into one as German nations. So let us see now. So 5 points we have already finished. From 6 to 11. Today we will do this, the remaining portion. On the 18th of May 1848. So it is the revolution of liberals of 1848. So on the 18th May of 1848, 831 elected representatives. There were 831 elected representatives from various regions, German speaking regions. From their 831 elected representatives marched in festive procession. Festive procession means they are very happy that now we are going to make German independent nation. So they walked in festive procession to take their places in the Frankfurt Parliament. They will take the Frankfurt Parliament. They will form a constitution. A parliament will be formed in Frankfurt. So same thing happened in France also. In Versailles, you see, I have learned about that. In Versailles, the member of the third state walked out from the assembly, from the hall, and they formed the National Assembly. Similarly, the same idea is followed over here. In German also, the 831 elected representatives from various regions, German-speaking regions, and they marched to Frankfurt to take their places in the Frankfurt Parliament. Convent means come together. They come together in the Church of St. Paul. So Frankfurt, they could not enter in the palace. So they gathered in the compound or in the Church of St. Paul, and they started drafting the constitution, just as the National Assembly in France have done. So similarly, they drafted a constitution, number 7. These representatives, 831 representatives, drafted a constitution for the German nation. Just the same thing like what the French did. The representative of the third class in France, they did in the tennis court of Versailles. What they have done? The similar. They drafted a constitution for the German nation to be headed by, now somebody has to be the head. So to be headed by the monarchy. The parliament will be headed by the monarchy. That means a constitutional monarchy headed by a monarchy subject to a parliament. Subject to a parliament means the king has to follow the constitution prepared by the parliament. So when the deputies means representatives, 831, when the deputies offered the crown means the king, offered this position. You will be the head of the parliament. When these deputies offered the crown on these terms, what was the term? He is subjected to the parliament. On these terms to Friedrich Wilhelm IV, the king of Prussia. The king of Prussia was chosen as the head of the parliament. This offer was given to him. His name was Friedrich Wilhelm IV, the king of Prussia. He was given an offer to head the parliament, but he rejected. He means the king. Friedrich William rejected, denied. He never accepted. He said, no, he rejected the offer and joined other monarchies, other kings. He joined other kings to oppose the elected assembly. To oppose these German representatives, he joined other kings to oppose. No, I will not accept the offer. So what happened then? The opposition of the aristocracy means the kings of various regions, the opposition of the aristocracy against the elected assembly, aristocracy and military, even the military belonged to the king. The military was under the kings. So opposition of the kings and the military towards the liberals yani ki became stronger. As the opposition by the king and the military became stronger and stronger, the social basis of parliament eroded. Eroded means became very weak. The parliament became very weak. Why? Because the military pressurized them to disband. The military pressurized them to break up, or at the king and the military. They forced these people to break up or dissolve the parliament. The parliament was dominated, as we have already seen. Why? These parliamentarians became very weak. The parliament was dominated by rich, educated middle class liberals. The parliament was dominated by the educated middle class, who resisted. They resisted the demand of the worker and artisans. The workers and artisans demanded high wages, demanded employment, and lower the prices of food grains and so on. So the workers and artisans means various type of workers, such as cobbler, carpenter, barber, so they resisted, these parliamentarians resisted the demand of the worker and the artisans, and finally lost their support. So these workers and artisans and common peasants, they did not support the parliament. The parliament became very weak as the people did not support them. So once they became weak, in the end, troops were called. The king saw that the people are not supporting the parliament, so the king called the troops. So in the end, troops means soldiers. The troops were called in and the assembly was forced to disband. Disband means break up and disperse. Break up and go home. No parliament. So in this way, the revolution was a failure here. So now 1848, the revolution of the liberals. So the liberals, in this way, they revolted against the aristocratic rulers. So in the next video, we'll talk about 4.0. This is the subtitle, 4.0, for making of Germany and Italy. Now we are coming towards the unification of Germany and second, unification of Italy. We will go through that. So the making of Germany and Italy. In the next class we will do that. That is 4.0, or you can say 4 point. Subtitle. This is the subtitle. You go through always to the subtitle, and you read the book as well as go through the online video. So, and look at the data as well. You can go through the data and you can find out where you have reached or how far you have watched the video and learned. So you do not read the whole book at a time. You read each subtitle every time. So that you can learn and understand clearly by reading as well as watching the video. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll meet in the next class and continue our lesson in history. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.